person who's been interested in pancreas cancer for a while now, it's important to understand where we were to understand kind of where we are. What we see as a grand slam home run in pancreas cancer is a base hit in breast or prostate cancer. And so to me, that's just laying the gauntlet down to say we've just kind of begun to fight and we have a moonshot that we need to kind of see happen in the world of pancreas cancer.
I have the opportunity to see folks in both setting, the inpatient and the outpatient setting. And sometimes I get to know families over the course of a much longer time frame. I oftentimes will see, especially in the case of genetic mutations, where that mutation is across generations in that family. The problem with pancreas cancer is oftentimes folks don't even know they have it until it's spread everywhere, and that really limits treatment options. And so if we can find pancreas cancers early, then we have a chance to get that patient to a surgery that can remove that part of the pancreas where the cancer is and hopefully get them more time with their family.
I was very inspired by my father, Kiran Das, and he ultimately went on to look for an autoantigen for ulcerative colitis and inflammatory bowel disease. And in that process, in the late 80s and then in the 90s, found this biomarker that was later called DAS1. We used that biomarker and we ended up publishing a series of papers and showed that this was actually very useful in identifying precancerous lesions of the pancreas and identified both in tissue as well as in the cyst fluid that we could figure out, before a surgery was to happen. And so we kind of followed that avenue of research and kept going forward. And then we were able to kind of solve this puzzle that I guess started when I was 6 months old as to what this antibody is reactive to, which turns out to be this very classical biomarker for pancreatic cancer. About 10% of patients who have pancreatic cancer or who will develop pancreatic cancer have a germline gene mutation that increases their risk for pancreatic cancer. And so having the resources to do genetic testing broadly in patients and then rapidly be able to test other family members who may be at risk allows us to identify a population of people where we can potentially intervene. That really helps us be able to target the interventions to the individuals that are of highest risk, refine the interventions that we're using so we are using a better net to find patients with that, and then hopefully find the therapeutics that we need to ensure the best possible outcome. Siteman is very unique in being able to bring such an incredible amount of multidisciplinary knowledge and care to patients both locally as well as throughout the region and the nation and quite frankly internationally as well.
We have specialized radiology teams who are very specialized in reading abdominal MRIs and can pick up very small abnormalities early. And then we also have incredible physicians who are skilled at doing these ultrasounds. So in coming to a place like Barnes-Jewish Hospital, folks have access to that where they may not have that in their smaller communities because it just doesn't exist.
Prevent, I think, is conceived really broadly to include people from so many different disciplines operating in so many different parallel worlds and veins. Being open-minded and broad in terms of understanding how all these things interact is really fundamental to being able to be inspired by our collaborators. Siteman really does leverage bench to bedside research in being able to bring the very latest in what are inspiring and promising trends to patients in providing a comprehensive array of trials and options to patients. And that really does inspire us all to a collective mission of being able to provide the utmost best care for these very complicated patients.
Right now, the outcome is not what we want. Folks are not living with pancreas cancer. Most of them don't live for 5 years. And so the whole goal is to affect that outcome. And we want to change that outcome. We want to have better things for families with these genetic mutations.
Philanthropy empowers us to be able to achieve the best for our patients and the best for our community and the best for science overall. We have to have that engine continuously running to be able to be in a position to leverage these discoveries when we find them.